Hello guys, good morning, how are we doing? Can we have an AV check, please? Are we all okay? In AV land? Looks like we're not losing bits, which is good for a Sunday on Twitch, right? AV's 10, noise. Mr. Elementary said, time to get some coffee and I'm trying to stay up till 2 a.m. for the group flight. Oh, dude. 2 a.m. group flight for you? Oh my god. Mr. Alkenberg, welcome back. And Dairyland, 34 months, thank you. Nikki, welcome back. Public Safety Dan, 23 months. Thank you, guys. How am I, Flamingo? I'm all right. Well, we'll see, cool tigers. We shall see. The man, the myth, the legend. Mr. Charge Cookie. 68 months. 2,068 days later. Blimey. Somebody had the calculator out. Australian problems, bro. Why? I've got a suggestion for you, Elementary. Instead of having coffee now, why don't you go to sleep now for a couple of hours, and then it's at like 1:30 a.m., wake up and have a coffee, and then you'll be good for like 4 hours. That's quite a nice wee route there. Yeah, so we're actually down in TN12 at the moment, which is, I don't know where it is, down here somewhere. That's where we left the plane last night. It's about here. So I need to get the plane to KBNA, and then we're going to basically do these missions because I want to get that XP. But while we're doing it, because we're in a caravan, I want to try and take some extra jobs on the way. So anything that goes via these, we'll pick up and try and get some extra dosh. We're taking the caravan, yes. Tablet Rome. It's interesting how you get a resub button when you've got a multi-month sub. It's like Rome just thanking himself for his own subs. Oh, thanks, Rome. You're welcome. It's really, really nice of you to give me a sub. Yeah, you don't mention it. Caravan's a cool plane. Wow. We've also got a new livery for it. Mr. Raskar, thank you, 51. Tier 2 Raskar, thank you, mate. D-Storm! Didn't you send 1,000 bits yesterday, D-Storm? You're very kind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning to you. What license do you need for the Caravan in Honor? You need the turboprop license, which I did yesterday. If you go back to yesterday's stream, after a farce of about 45 minutes where I had to get some fuel, I managed to I checked out in the caravan, did the check ride for it. Took about 30 minutes, I think. It's like take off, go up here, climb to this altitude, go on this heading, you know, slow the plane down, do a turn, come back. Yeah, you've got your license, and it lasts a year. Yeah, we have a Discord. Right, first of all, I'm going to try and find a job from TN12 to KBNA because we need to get over to KBNA. So let's have a look at find jobs from TN12. You've got a bottle of Alpine chocolate Y food. Oh, nice. Nice, mate. Sort by distance. There's TN12. I wish it... Center on airport. KBNA. So it's right in the middle of Nashville. It's not showing me, but it's there somewhere. So the airport's about here. If I go specific, KBNA, in theory, it filters on jobs that go there, in theory. Aha. That does work. Nice. £646 of stuff, which will pay us £2.5 grand. Nice, we'll have that. Perfect. You can literally click show other airports on the map. Show aircraft. Interesting. I think what would be nice, I mean, just adding things to the list here, would be show other airports, and then you can like adjust the size of it so that I don't see like really, really small stuff. I could adjust the size if I'm looking for something in particular, but yeah. I suppose if you zoom out, you only get the big ones. So yeah, it's a good spot. Thank you. Completely don't see things in front of me sometimes. Stream of blindness. Just to be clear, I have not moved from FS Economy. We're running both at the moment. Evaluation is taking place. Right, so if we go to the flight, the problem here is going to be currently... It looks pretty dark in the US. What time is it there? They're going to be at least 6 hours, aren't they? So it's probably 6 a.m. Problem is, as we go into winter, this is going to get worse for me. Right, anyway, so, caravan. I'm not going to select the destination. Actually, I will. I can't be bothered punching it in KBNA. Let's just put it in Nashville. Don't know what runway we're going in on. Flight conditions live. Hopefully we've got some daylight. It's going to spawn me on the runway, and then I'll have to put it into taxi. Dawn is breaking in Michigan. Yeah, I think we should be okay. I don't think it's nighttime. We should be able to see what we're doing. Yeah, but the time offset feature, public safety down, the time offset feature doesn't change what time it is in your sim, I don't think. It just changes what airfields are open and what operations are open in on air, I believe. Mr. Renlick, how are you doing, sir? I'm good. Yeah, so we've got a squirrel livery. And this is the first time I've seen it properly. I've seen pictures, but this is the first time I've loaded the sim with it in. Sir Blackie has been working on a livery last night for the caravan for us. And we can't see it anyway. What do you think of that livery, guys? What do you think about our new livery? Looks good, doesn't it? I think he's worked so hard on it. Oh dear. Chaos for Hire, thank you for 52 months. Phoenix River just thought it's about time to give something back for all the years of content. Thank you for 17 months, Phoenix. You can use airports even if they're closed on or you pay a penalty. I know, but if you adjust... That wasn't my point. My point was, in on air, if you adjust the time offset, it doesn't make it daylight in your sim. It makes it daylight in the operations center. So if this airfield is closed at 6 a.m. and I adjust the time offset, it'll suddenly be 8 a.m. in the game. So it's like, oh, it's open. But it won't make any difference to what time it is in the sim, if you see what I mean. No, it doesn't, Joe, because I've got the offset set to 2 hours and it's still pitch black. It doesn't do that. Look, if you go back to 1R and go to global settings, in the sim right now, I've got it offset to 2 hours, right? So it's 1400 where I am, which means it's 8 a.m. in the game. It's 8. This is not 8 a.m. It does after you start logging. Right. Okay, so, all right, so I sit corrected. So you're saying when I start tracking, it'll adjust the time in the sim. Cool. All right, let's try that. I'm going to move over here. Out of the way somewhere. I can't see a blinking thing. I'm just going to pull up over here so we can shut down. Prepare your eyes. It's just suddenly going to go bing. So I think 1 hour would probably do it, to be fair. I don't think we need 2. 1 hour would be nice. It'd still be nice to fly early morning, I reckon. Right, let's turn everything on, turn it off. There we go. Right, shut down. Let's see how we get on. Let's go back to flights, caravan. Fuel, we have 20%, 65 gallons. That should be fine. Let's load in the electronic devices. We've been buying some 3080 graphics cards, guys. We're going to make some serious wonga now. We're going to fly it to Nashville and sell it on eBay. Remove it for flight Renlick. Destination is KBNA, Nashville. 0.7 minutes. Loading. Slowly. You fell asleep last night mid-flight and woke up, crashed into the ocean. What happened? Did you run out of fuel? Yeah, Gamer Games, we like to get rid of the unsavories in chat. You know, I liken it to having a nice garden. If you want to have a nice garden, you have to get rid of the weeds. And that's what we do. That way we can all enjoy a nice garden. That's the analogy. Right, cargo loaded. Go to tracking page. In town. Okay, that looks good. Start tracking. Oh, look. Instant daylight. You're right. It works. Look at that. That's really cool. I like that feature. On our plugin activated. See, that is very different to FSE in the way that works. Let's check the flight plan. 18 nautical miles. It's not even worth bothering with procedures. Probably hasn't got any anyway. Actually, it does. Look at that. Oh, we'll just go direct. We'll just get in line and start picking up these jobs.
TOS system test. Okay.
39 nautical. I wonder if... Oh, 4Flight does know. 4Flight does indeed know about this flight. KBNA, there you go. Pick a runway. Oh, you want to see the livery now? Oh, you want to see it because it's daylight? All right. Here's the big reveal. I've not seen it properly yet either. I've only seen pictures. There we go. Squirrel. Squirrel. It's actually look, that's chrome, so that's reflecting the green at the moment. You see that? It's like a chrome look. So you got the logo and the name in chrome. And then the leading edge of the wing is in chrome. You can see that. It's pretty good, isn't it? I think he's did a good job. There we go. So yeah. The squirrel is actually using its tail for steering. Yep, it's got its tail just right there where it should be. We've got our own livery. Has he done it for all aircraft? No, he's done it for the caravan. He's done it for the caravan. But he has made it available in our... If you look in our Discord server, he's chucked a link in there for it. So you can download it if you want to use it. Very kind of him. It's not a green stripe, bro. It's like a mirror. Anyway. Where does the name come from? I don't know. Let's see. Let's have a look at KBNA weather. Runway 02 right closed by NOTAM. Interesting. So weather is scattered at 4,000. Okay, we can deal with that. We can still VFR straight in. I guess we plan for 02 left or center then. Either or, doesn't really matter. It's 4 flight. It's not Navigraph, it's 4 flight. Right, PFD, let's get the wind on. Perfect. Ignition, fuel boost, beacon lights going on. Clear prop. Are we doing a caravan in the multiplier later if everyone flies with the skin?
Your flight will be monitored until
Bro, I have no, I'd not even thought about that. The problem is the caravan goes quite quickly, so although it can fly slowly, I guess. I don't want to be faster than other people, you know? If other people flying something like a 172 or 152, I don't want to be like racing off and they can't keep up. That's the only issue I have. But it would be funny. I admit it would be very funny to have a caravan trip. Hey, Wyland. It would be very funny to do that. OET is 18 Celsius. Let's get the aircon on. Taxi light. Fire up truck IR. Yeah, caravan of caravans. It does kind of appeal. If everybody was in the Air Squirrel caravan, that'd be amazing. To be fair, the runways we're going to are more than capable of it. Jake9797, thanks for 45 months. Not been around much, not a big fan of flight sim streams, even though it does look incredible. But I always carry on my sub and wait for something different. Jake, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. There's no one game that I play that is for everyone. Let's get down here. I think we've got plenty of space. Okay, flaps are set for takeoff. Trim's all set. Oh, there's that floating tree again. So we'll use all of the runway available. There we go. Right, let's see. Strobe, landing lights, all that's good. It appears to be working. Flaps are set. Prop fully forward. Let's go flying. DJ Stino, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome, sir.
Airborne time logged.
Plenty of runway there for the caravan. Caranada M20R Ovation. I don't have it now. Flaps up. Quite nice weather, actually. Although overcast at 4,000, where we're going. Right, autopilot's in. Half bank mode. Stop it getting crazy. Chucky Shrews, thank you for 16. When you go to autopilot, my plane does some weird things, but I won't settle on altitude. You're probably not setting it up correctly. I'm still enjoying it, Phoenix. I think, you know, the thing is, right, imagine when, say, Eurotruck came out and people were playing it to death for the first week. Did they stop playing it after 2 weeks? I don't think they did. It's the same with Flight Sim, except instead of having just a bit of Europe to drive in, you've got the whole world on a one-to-one scale. So you're never going to run out of places to fly to, ever. Nor the weather that you can fly in. And then there's the planes themselves, and there's so many planes that you can fly. But then if you give yourself some meaning by flying, you know, FSE on air or whatever, then you just adds like another layer to it. Reptile Rick, how you doing? What's the thing that you're looking forward to the most with the add-ons? I would love them to just basically fix everything that we have right now. Yeah. So that we've got a rock-solid set of basic aircraft and the avionics are working fine and the weather's fine and all the rest of it. I would like them to just fix what we have before they just keep adding more stuff. I've seen other sims do that, and it's really annoying. We may have to go 4K. I think we're about to go into cloud otherwise. It was correct about that forecast. It said 4,000. So yeah, we'll just sit under the clouds. We don't need to go any higher. You really like some more airliners in the standard version. Max, I disagree. These are default aircraft, and I would rather them just make them solid and then maybe give us something else. Yeah, they did seem to break a few things in the last patch, which was interesting. I was going to have a look at KBNA. There's an ILS on 02 center that we can have a look for. And 1075. There's also a VOR. Punch that into nav2, which is 114.1. BNA. There you go. BNA's there. That's the VOR. Which is now in nav2. But to get onto that ILS, we need to get to El Reta at 3,000 feet to get there. So if we quickly have a look at the flight plan and see if we can find El Reta. Reta is there. So there you go. If we get to here, that's 28 nautical away. If we get to there at 3,000, we should see the ILS. We could have selected the approach and done it that way, but this is more fun. I never took it as a criticism at all, Phoenix. Wondering what's it like to be for Xbox? Well, that's the $1,000,000 question. Will it be something that saves the Xbox from the PS5? We shall see. So if we just fly on the heading for a second, then we can go to nav 2. Sorry, nav 1. That's already got a course punched in of 021. In theory, that should be 022 according to charts, but whatever. So we're looking for 3,000. The racing sims like Forza are timed to help the launch. What, on Xbox or console? Good afternoon, James. I don't know, the people that I've spoken to who are buying a console, pretty much all of them have said they're going to buy the PlayStation, which is interesting. I don't think Microsoft helps itself with its naming. You know, the naming of Xbox, the series now, is just getting a bit silly. Like, Sony's is very easy to understand. You know, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5. Xbox is like Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox One X, Series X1. What are you doing? It's not the name in its games. I think, yeah, I don't know, Sony certainly seem to be, I don't know what they're doing, but they seem to be getting the exclusives somehow. It's weird because Microsoft has a very unique offering in that the integration between PC and console, like, it doesn't really play it off enough, I don't think.
Nation ATIS is 135.1.
I think the community side will be taken off if people like Mr. X and Zebo make stuff. It'll be fantastic. Has Zebo said anything about making content for Microsoft Flight Sim? Do you think the 777 will come to Microsoft Flight Sim? Yes, because PMDG are going to port their stuff over, and the 777 is in their lineup. But it won't be the first one. The first one will be the 737. Right, we're at 3,000. So just go into heading mode a second. How big is the Sobo? I actually don't know. I think there was a picture of them with them all outside. I don't know how many there were. Like, it's 100 and something, I guess. I mean, they're probably bigger now, and they're probably, you know, financially backed by Microsoft in some way. This thing is now doing its best to try and capture that localizer. Zebo was turned down for beta test, but is interested in developing. was turned down for beta test. What? Did they know when they applied? Did they know it was him? That seems crazy. My flight sim equipment's not fully listed now. Yeah, I've not fully listed all that out yet. Mostly because it was subject to change as I was trying different things. So it will be something I fix in the next month or two when everything's settled down properly. Right, we've got the localizer. And we're just looking for this glide slope now. According to this, by the time we get to Jackson, which is 9.4 from BNA, which is in here, so we're on 12.8 there. You can see that or not. We're on 12.6 nautical from BNA, and it says here that the glide slope basically starts at 9.4 BNA. So when that says 9.4, that green dot should be about here, and then we should start going down. That's what should happen. If it's working okay today. You can see there's left, right, and center. We're going into center. Right, the glide slope's come alive, see it? So I'm just going to bring the speed back now. I want to get into flaps 1 position. Okay, and we'll go flaps 1. What's the difference between an ILS and an RNAV? No, RNAV doesn't bring you down. Well, it can bring you down if the GPS does it, but it's not considered a precision approach. It's basically gliding down based on, like, the... How can I put this? Rather than there being an instrumentation down at the airport that's literally telling you what kind of glide slope you're on, the RNAV approach comes down based on its own sensors, if you see what I mean. Like, it looks at its altitude and its localizer and then basically glides itself down, but it's not got anything at the airfield that's saying you are on track. So we're 8.7 out. American airports have no problem having multiple runways, meanwhile the UK's arguing about Heathrow. That's the people who live around Heathrow arguing. And the environmentalists. Snake Doctor, thank you for 66. When are we getting the truck streams and other games back? No idea. I'm enjoying flying. Alright, we'll start backing off now. Get the second stage of flaps in. Gatwick needs it more. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it depends on what your strategy would be. Like, Heathrow's considered to be the major hub. So you either expand Heathrow and keep it all there, or you look to build out another airfield like Gatwick.
Mile final runway 02 center.
They do, Crawley. I mean... If you buy a house near an airport and then complain about the airport, I think you're out of order. But the problem is like, if they want to add more flights, they've got to come in from somewhere, and therefore they might add new flight routes over your house, and that's when people get upset. So if you build another runway, then all the flights have got to come in on top of what's already at capacity. So they need to build in new flight paths. And then you go over top of people's houses and then they complain. Because you never bought a house underneath a flight path, so now you're upset. You know, I would be. If they suddenly started chucking big jumbos over the top of my house, I'd be pretty upset. You live on the approach for Heathrow, you get used to it. Yeah, but you you chose that, right? You chose, that's what I'm saying. You chose that. You knew. You went into that with your eyes wide open. If they suddenly put a flight path over top of my house, then it would probably devalue my house, make it harder to sell, and I'd have to live with the noise. And I never chose that. You grew up there, so your parents chose it.
100.
I've known people that have been brought up in like really quiet places, and then later in life they, you know, go to university and find themselves in a noisy environment and they can't sleep. Equally, people who've been brought up in a noisy environment go to really quiet places and they can't sleep. Yeah, you can get used to stuff, but it'll take a while. Trying to remember where the parking is here.
Landing time logged. Landed at Kilo Bravo November Alpha, Nashville International.
I wonder if we can go on the right though. I think we can pull up on the right. Should be quickest. Versa, thank you for 26 months. Butter, always butter. I'll just park around here. Looks good to me.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in on-air company.
Okay, valid flight. Nice. Reputation increase 0.09%. Oh, yeah. See, if we get 3000 XP for this consignment, that'll immediately push to level 4. But the trick is going to be to try and get few paying jobs on the way. So this is where we need to get clever. Because we're now here, we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops. But what can I take en route? And bearing in mind, we probably can't refuel all these. Like this one will probably have fuel. This one will probably have fuel. These two, maybe not. Maybe not that one either. Good morning from USA. Good morning. Paul, do you think you can evaluate on her yet? Or are you going to wait to have a VA? I'm going to wait to have a VA. Because right now I've not played with any of the VA stuff. Were you able to switch off the thing that throws you out to the sky after... okay, so what that is, M-Corp, I'll tell you what that is. On the home screen in Flight Sim, if you set your departure, if you set an arrival, right, and then you land there, when you shut the engines down, that's when it throws you up, because it logs that flight in Microsoft Flight Sim, and when it throws you up, it says, oh, your flight's finished. If you never set a departure in the main menu, you will never get that happen, because it doesn't consider you to be doing a flight. It considers you to be just faffing around. And that's why it didn't happen, because I didn't set it. Yes, I did. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did set it. I did set it, so I don't know. I don't know why it didn't happen then. In that case, I have no clue. Hey, Swappy. So we're going to go to... Let's make a little list of airfields here. We're going to go to any of these. M33, M54, KSYI, M02, and what was the last one? KMRC. So we want any of these, basically. That's what we're looking for. It happens if you park in a specific parking spot. Oh, is if you go to where the... that could be it, actually. If you go to where the ground crew is. Maybe that's it. KBNA. Actually, how big were these hops? 20, so they're all pretty much under 50. $93,000? What the heck? What? That's insane. So if you was to do those two now, and then wait 6 days and 18 hours, and then you take those executives, you'll then paid an insane amount of money. But you have to wait. You have to specifically wait 6 real days and 18 hours, and then fly it. So you would have to get up at 6:46 a.m. and fly that. You know. Outstanding pay for the distance. What was that going? None of the places we're going to. All right, let's have a look if we can find stuff that goes to M33 for a kickoff. Dangerous material? Your company is not approved for dangerous jobs yet. Dangerous jobs? Like the sound of that. Printed magazines, £500 worth for an extra grand. That's on the first hop. So we could potentially take that. If I take these jobs now, can I cancel them? Like if I start to build up a bunch of jobs, can I cancel the ones I don't want later? Without any cost. You did a similar one on the Cumulus server for 500 grand. You can, okay. Frozen food crates. Wait, where are we going to put that? Perishable goods. Nah. Nah. You can abandon them all for 0.23 credits. Oh, okay. So I can put that in the bank, as it were. $380, $140. So we could take that one, and then change this to M54. Because then, you know, we're going to there and then the next one. Do you buy each plane or can you work on them as well as finishing challenges? on air, I haven't bought a plane. I'm just renting. So I pay $1,000 an hour for the caravan. To buy one's about 800 grand, I think. Is there any possibility in the game to create your own flight company? Yeah, that's called a virtual airline. Contracts and pilots are being contracted like real life. Yes, that's the whole point. So if you play on anything, there's three servers. Thunder, which is the hardest, Cumulus, and then Stratus is the easy one, I think. If you're on Thunder, you can't hire AI. You can only hire real people. And you can put jobs out for people to fly, and people can fly them. And then you both get paid. Or you can have people in your virtual airline, and they will fly for you. And you can then build up planes in the company. You can play it on non-Thunder server and then basically hire AI as well. In fact, you can actually play the game so that you don't even fly. Like, you're literally just doing management, but not on Thunder. Cumulus is sandbox, Stratus is medium. Right, okay. Master Mike, thank you for 52 months. Just bought Flight Sim, took a bit of setting up, but working okay now. Nice. You tempted to start again on Thunder, been flying on Cumulus. I never did the tutorials. I never did the sandbox. I just went straight into Thunder. So yeah, I don't know how easy it can be at the moment. I'm just doing this. Let's have a look. 300, 220, some food crates. It's trying to pack the plane up with stuff, basically. You know what would be really useful? Is if it displayed, because it displays how much here, and then there's a distance here. It would be good if it displayed a cost to distance ratio. So you could get a feel for how much money you're getting per distance. See what I mean? Per mile. Is it not better to look for jobs at M54? We can get jobs at M54. Absolutely. I'm just hedging my bets and seeing if there's any good ones here. But yeah, you're right. Anything we take from here, I've got to take to M33, then M54. But at M33, there may be jobs to M54, which we can find out by going like that. And there are like 2 jobs. You see look how much they're paying. So on that second leg, I'll get paid hardly anything, which is why I'm kind of looking for stuff now that's going to pay more money. But we can grab them as well. I might as well take them. And then you want from M54, you want to go to KSYI. 10 army personnel for 5 grand. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Why those airports? Because I have a mission. I'll talk about that in a second. Let's see, 10 passengers. Don't think we can get extra cargo in there. Let's just take that for now. So in the game you have missions, right? And then you have the jobs that you've got. And these are very good for money, but they're not very good for XP. And XP is what you need to progress your character in the game, which then allows you to unlock skill points. So if you go to your skill tree, I have 3 skill points left to distribute amongst the skill tree. I won't get any more until I level up. And leveling up by doing just jobs is very difficult. If you do the missions, you get good XP. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to combine. I'm doing these missions, which you can see. The mission is to go from KBNA to here, then here, here, and here, and here, taking these items on the way. And if we do all of that, we get 3,000 XP, which is enough to take me to the next level. That's a lot of XP, but I only get 7.5 grand. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find things I can take on the way to get paid extra money, basically. I don't know what a Barry Seal company is, dude. So let's see what we can load up, and then we'll just abandon the rest. So if we go to the flight page now, and then look at our aircraft, so we can see how much fuel we have, and we're going to have to... Wow, that's expensive. Jeez, man, they're trying to sell it for 7.5 a gallon? 7.93? As if. You can see the jobs that we've got here. So this one is the mission. So we have to take that. But equally, we can't go over the gross weight, and we need a bit of fuel. Because that's not a lot of fuel. Black Sheep and Anza EJ, thank you very much for subbing, guys. Welcome. So yeah, we're going to have to bring some fuel with us, I think. Which is going to bump the weight up.
Welcome to the nut house.
It's given us a range of 263 nautical, which is more than enough for the hops we're doing at the moment. We can always refuel at KSYI here. So that's going to get us to here, here, and here. No problem. Which then leaves us with some payload of about 2,000 something pounds. So in theory, I think we can load all of those. Yes, we can. Not all of them are going to M33. Well, they are. I thought we took one to M54. I swore I added one for M54. We could take about another £1,300 to M54. You didn't select it. Okay. So anything under about £1,300 we could take. But we need it to be a single hop. So we could take those two, I think. Take all of them, I think. You took 2 from M33 to M54. Is that what I did? Interesting. So how much weight have I got lined up at M33 to go to M54? I'm going to need to be careful here. Let me take these, and we'll just try and work that out. Let's have a look under pending jobs. M33. Where's the mission? Level 3 mission job. There we go. So M33 is 500. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I'd say we're all good. Right, so we should, in theory, be able to bring that up to 30% fuel. Could probably bring a bit more fuel, actually. And if we take all of these, we're still underweight. There you go. I think that works. So we take all this stuff. Some of it's going to M33. Some of it's going to the next stop. We've got the cargo, which is the main thing, and we're underweight gross. So I think we're good with that. Wait, I just chose... You scumbag. Did that change the price? $885. $627. Blimey. Why does it not choose the cheapest one? That's insane. If you're not paying attention, you end up paying a load of money. Right, confirm and go fly. So destination is M33. That's going to take 2 minutes to load all that. My stuff like sim only downloaded 39 gig of 106. Don't think I'll be ready for the group flight. Oh, man. Well, you've still got like 3-4 hours. You should be okay. Shouldn't you give the other aircraft back some spare money? Yeah, I kind of should, M-Corp. Because I don't think I'm going to fly it, but... yeah, I should just hand them back, I think. I mean, I won't get a... the deposit for them wasn't very big. Have you used Sim Toolkit 4? I downloaded it earlier. I've not tried it yet. I didn't want to install it ahead of the stream just in case it wasn't working properly. How do you get rid of all these messages from Honor? Like, seriously, Honor's just shot like a... look at this. Can you see this on my screen? Right, look at this. Honor over here. Just like message, 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 message. It's really annoying. If you download the new one today, it does include the patch, or does it then update after final install? I no clue. Are you talking about Sim Toolkit now, or are you talking about Microsoft Flight Sim? You can disable in the Windows settings. Yeah, I'm trying to work out how, because it doesn't appear. Manage notifications. See, it's not on a company manager here. It's not listed. So you can't specifically disable it, which is really annoying. You plan to do on-air tutorials once you cope with it yourself? I would consider doing FSC and on-air then at that point, as well as a comparison video. I don't know if the app does. Let me have a look. Global settings. Display notifications. There you go. I guess that turns them all off.
Hello, welcome to On Air Company.
Hello, welcome to On Air Company.
Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Zero or Hazel?
Hello, welcome to On Air Company.
Hello, welcome to On Air Company.
One's aggressive and the other one's like a bit... I don't know. I'd like a British one. And an Irish one as well. Irish ones are always cool. Right. Let's see. So we are going to M33. Did I punch my destination or was it just assume find destination M33? There we go. Second one sounded like a robot. I kind of thought the first one sounded like a robot, but... the Google Brick woman sounds robotic. Well, they all sound robotic. Right, KBN8. This is where we are.
System test. Okay.
Then going to M33. Summer County Regional. I wonder if 4Flight, I'll leave that there actually, knows about any of this. KM33. That's not what I put in. M33. Interesting. Looks like it doesn't know about M33. That's going to be fun. Yeah, you're welcome, Alex. First person to get me out of bed at 8 AM on a Sunday to watch a stream. Right, this is 20 nautical away. This is not far at all.
Welcome to the nut
It's not even worth climbing, is that? The most difficult part of this is going to be trying to find the airfield and land on it. Mr. Ragnus, thank you for 14. Sorry, Ragnus 14. Thank you for subbing. What we could do is, given the wind, taxi over here. We'll do that. KXNX. Ah, okay. Let's have a look at that. KXN. Well, it should be 20 nautical on a Beringer 043. 20 nautical. Okay, looks good. Sumner County Regional. Given the current wind, I think we'll be landing 3-5. Nice one. Yeah, we'll be landing on 3-5 there, I think. You find the job distancing on her a little unrealistic in the right moments in the cargo 20 miles by hour. I get what you're saying. It's not meant to be super realistic. I think it does that to make sure you can get going in the early days, I assume. I don't use ATC in the sim, if I'm honest.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Learn a language. Yeah, there you go, Tony. Learn a language, mate. Why don't use ATC? It's not that great, really. We'll probably hand fly all this, to be fair. It's not very far. The ATC loves to vect you into mountains. So I've heard. Wait, can we not get out this way? Those trees. Might need positioning a little bit. Just watched the first 2 episodes a long way up. I was going to watch the second episode last night, but Mrs. Squirrel fell asleep. So yeah, I need to watch the second one. It's enjoyable though, isn't it, Venrith? I really like it.
Happy anniversary,
The DC, thank you for 33 months. Thank you, sir. Question is, how do we get onto that runway? I think there's a right turn across here. Excuse to look at the Squirrel livery. I think so, Bobs. If not, I can always put it in my Dropbox. How's the yoke treating me? It's pretty good. It's not failed me. You get plus 10% butter on your landings as well. If you use one of these yokes. It's true. Right, flaps coming in.
Approaching runway 31. Runway 31.
Using cheap racing pedals as rudder pedals.
57 meters remaining.
Wow. Outside air temperature 1 Celsius. What the heck? Since when did that happen? It was like really cloudy when we came in, but all the clouds gone. Right, mixture is good. Right, let's go flying. One of the avionics switches on your honeycomb is faulty. It must still be under warranty though.
Airborne time locked.
Mr. Zugoku. Wow, happy anniversary, sir. Thank you for a year. Offset at time is no offset from the weather, so when the real weather you fly weather at the local time. Yeah, that's how I expected it to work. It can't predict the weather in an hour's time if you offset by +1, can it? That would be kind of odd. Amazing, but odd. King 600, welcome back. Mr. Zinthouse, 86 months. How are we doing? Hot house? Hot house? You what? Thank you for 86 months, Zinthouse. How are we navigating this hop? Basically, just gonna go direct, and then we're gonna have to vector ourselves in VFR into 3.5. Essentially. He wasn't aware the long way it was out. Yeah, it's the first episode was really enjoyable. Would have watched episode 2 last night, but somebody was completely asleep on the sofa, so I didn't get to watch episode 2 of The Long Way Up, did I? Because somebody was.
So not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
Vicious lies.
You was
I
flat
was
out.
alert.
You was flat out.
I was ready to go for a dog walk. I was not rude.
Utter rubbish.
I think fine, it was the other way around.
You was passed out until like 1 a.m.
Not in and out, drink.
Have some minstrels.
Oh.
Fancy some minstrels. Think you do. Saying hello, by the way.
Hi, everybody.
Say hi.
Have fun.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you down in Midwest? Oh, Mr. Tax.
Mrs. Squirrel Tax. If I could make it work, joint DK, I'd make that work. I invented the whole dad tax thing, and Mrs. Squirrel taxes me now. It's not on. She just stepped out, Kelly.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
brought me a cup of tea. Whoops, wrong key. Mr. D-Storm, oh man, come on. She just left. When she comes back, D-Storm, I'll say hi from you and Kelly. Welcome back, Jack Down. Twitch baby thought I'd sub for 6 months. I can't mention everyone, Captain Monty. What are we on? 10 miles. What the elevation is here? 583 feet. Hype train. Fatty Beard, it's taken me 2 months. What do you think your next plane will be on Earth so I can make a start on the livery? TBM. I'd love to go for like a King Air, but I don't fly it very much and it's very buggy from what I hear. But I love the TBM. So that would be cool. If you can take that same style, Sir Blackie, that exact same style, and just put it on the TBM and the King Air, that would be amazing. I don't know, Captain Monty. I haven't flown it. But though, you know, the TBM, the Caravan, and the King Air, and then maybe the Cessna 172 if you can be bothered. That's pretty much what we fly in FSE as well, so people flying in a Squirrel in FSE will have the same liveries then. Oh, well, there you go. Zagoku says it's fine. So Blackie, how do you want to distribute the livery? So just put it in my Dropbox, and then I can give the link out. All right. When I land here, remind me, guys, and I'll get to Blackie's livery, and I'll put it in a zip file. And in my Dropbox, and I'll give you a link. Is that it? Oh God, it's here? What the heck? I'm going blind. I'm looking over there and it's here. 1 second. Ugh. Actually, looking at the wind, it doesn't matter which runway we're going on. We're just going to have a crosswind anyway. We know that the airfield elevation is about 500, so anything around the 1500 mark. Is a good place to be for downwind. Do you still meet up with people now with COVID and shake hands? Dude, I've not shook hands with anybody for a very long time. Everybody's trying to stay out of everybody's way at the moment. Apart from the missus. Well, I don't really shake hands with the missus very often either. I don't get up in the morning and go downstairs and go, "Hello, Mrs. Squirrel. Good to see you this morning." Like, that's not a thing I've ever done, really. I might go and give her a hug, but I don't shake her hand, usually.
Wind calm.
Wind calm? Wait, that wind's just turned 90 degrees? It was a crosswind and now it's a tailwind? How does that work?
500.
Final runway 17.
33, Sumner County, RGNL.
I was wondering if we could make that first turn off. I thought I'd see how good it is at stopping. It's so good. Are you planning on more Microsoft Flight Sim tutorials? They've been very helpful. Yes, I am. I am. I'll try and do some this week. I'm sure he's got a very, very good reason to be on the taxiway. To just be sat there, like you do. Lucky we're in a high wing. Yuhi how do we say that? Yuhi Rasawa, I think. Thank you for 9 months. So, in theory, if we pull up to this guy here, it'll do the fly thing at the end. Where it... You'll see what I mean.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in on-air company.
And it does as well, look. So it puts it in your logbook if you go to this guy. If you don't go to that guy, it doesn't put it in your logbook. Worth knowing. Do you think Microsoft patch update for the second round have improved the game? Yeah, but they've also... It's definitely fixed some stuff, but it's broke a few others. I think they managed to fix more things than they broke, though. Got all these delivered? So that one now shows delivered. Nice one, Colonel. So next stop is M54. And we've got to take that. Okay, wasn't expecting that. We've got to take that 500 pounds of weight. Plus... that one as well. Let's double check there's any more. M33. Going to M54. Nothing. Is there anything going to KSYI? Nope. We've got all those as well. Well, I think you want to get charged a standing charge every week, Lamp and Bar, I'm not sure. There's no minimum hours you have to fly it. Load it all in first and then check for more jobs. We've got 1,200 pounds of extra stuff we could take. But we can't load it all in. These FBOs are an absolute joke. It's not worth other airports en route. It's literally 12 nautical miles to M54.
Happy anniversary.
We'll be like, up, down. Let's see if this knows where this is. M54. Oh,
Welcome back.
it actually knows about M54. Look at that. I reckon if we take off on 3.5, do a right turn. In theory, we should land in on 0.1. We can go downwind, left downwind into 0.1. Stansted to Gatwick. It's not even there. It's like flying from not even Southend to Stansted. It's like, I don't know. Southend to Stapleford, maybe? I'm not even going to autopilot this. I'm just going to manual. This is M33, isn't it?
TOS system
12
test.
nautical, that's right.
Okay.
Elevation 570. Destination elevation 588, so it's almost the same. Thank you, Kingo. What kind of plane are you going to fly at 5 o'clock? This is the debate. Oh, I was going to do the... one sec. I'm going to do the squirrel livery. Let's see. Downloads.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Right, we'll take that. Go to my Dropbox. I'll put it in a zip file. So if I make a file, one second, I drop that bar. Right, so if I make a file called Squirrel Microsoft Flight Sim Liveries, right? And then if I put a README inside that just says, I don't know, and then I can share this out and you can use it. And then put Sobo then put your name in lights there, sir. Sir Blackie Lot. Is that all right? Sir Black a lot, I should say. Blackie a lot. I'll get your name right in a minute. Extract into your Microsoft Flight Sim community folder, something like that. I'll do it, yeah. Anything else? I didn't. I spelled the Sobo correctly. Look. Anything else reading there? Don't forget to pack your in-flight nuts. Right, let's drop that into the file as well. Okay, that's in there. So we'll close that, and then we'll get a... I'll just double check it's all in there. Yes, it is. And then we'll get a Dropbox link. And then I'll get a Bitly link. And then that should be... Actually...
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I just need you guys to test this for me as well for make it public, if you don't mind. All right, so try that. That should get you the pack. Let me know if that works okay, because I've literally just done it. King of Uranus 316, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome. So what does it look like? I'll show you what it looks like. Then I'll have a cup of tea. That's what it looks like. So it has a chrome finish here along the length and a chrome leading edge. And it says Squirrel at the back.